Hi friends, thanks so much for stopping by the book refuge today. And as I did last month, and what I plan to do this whole next year is I look back at my haul videos from a year previously. I usually have 2, sometimes 3 a month where I was buying so many books. I mean, I still buy tons of books, you know, I make haul videos all the time. And what I wanted to do is I wanted help with clearing out some books from my library, as well as getting me into some books that I've had them around so long I've either like lost the inspiration to read them or straight up forgotten. Like some of these, when I watched the videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even remember that book. And so what you picked for me last month is you picked Hungry. I'm currently working through it right now. I mean, it's only, when I'm filming this, it's only the 11th of April, but I'm going to put this up on, I believe, the 16th or the 17th to give you guys, you know, about 3 to 4 days to vote before I film the next month's TBR. I'm really glad that this got voted on. Not 100% sure how I'm feeling about the story so far. Of course, you'll hear more about that in my wrap up, but it was fun to be kind of like, I feel good, obligated to read this because it's something you guys care about my opinion on, like you have said you want to know. So that's what I really like about it. And so again, I have 5 books from these. And I'll link the TBRs that I hauled these from. You'll notice there ended up being 6 of these that I still own. But one of these, I just didn't want to put it on this list. I still get, you know, some call in it. And it's the one called Catching Stars that you'll see if you watch the video. And I know that if it gets picked, I just don't have any desire to read it, so I'm actually going to unhaul that one anyway. So that's something that I'm doing too, is like by watching these, I'm picking the 5 that I feel like you guys might want to see me read or I still plan to read. And then what I did last month is the book that gets the least amount of votes, I will unhaul it. So it's also a risk, but I really want to stick to it because if it's been a whole year and I haven't even like tried to read this book yet, then maybe I'm not meant to read it. Oh, I gotta show you my shirt. I ordered these shirts from Brooklyn Backroom. This one says, I need coffee, Jesus, and like $10 million. And I love it. I love Backroom shirts. They make these really comfy ones. So anyway, let's get into it. I have 5 books here, and I'll read a quick synopsis about all of them. And then there will be a poll up here. I think it's up here for you to vote on and decide which one I read. So let's go. The first one up is The Smoke Thieves by Thally Green. I bought this because I thought the cover was so good. And this one is about, I'll read the little synopsis. It says, a shrewd princess whose father is plotting against her, an idealistic soldier turned traitor, a radicalized servant on a quest to avenge his family, a streetwise demon hunter in need of money, a charming thief with no clue about his true identity. And so it's 5 young adults who never thought they would intersect are trying to steal a bottle of demon smoke. As the war approaches, they must navigate a tangled web of political intrigue. So that sounds really cool. So that's why it's called The Smoke Thieves, is they're trying to steal some demon smoke. And these are the 5 characters. And I really was enraptured by how it looked. I've never read any Thally Green before, but, you know, obviously it was beautiful and I bought it. So that'll be choice number 1. Next is going to be Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian. I'll tell you right now, even if this one loses, I won't be getting rid of it because I also bought the sequel and I do want to read this series. Just if you guys vote for it, it'll really, really push me into it sooner. I know this is about a girl who her family was defeated and her name is Theodosia. And so she was sent to live with her enemies as like something to keep her people from rebelling because they would torture her and do bad things to her if her people would rebel. And she is trying to decide if it's worth it that she not be tortured or if her people should be free. I've heard really good things about these books. Again, this was a total cover buy. Look at that. And it stares at me and mocks me. And I want it, but I just haven't made the time yet. So would be totally cool with this one as well. Keeping in with the Queen theme here, I have Furyborn, which also the sequel for this is about to come out. This one I just kept meaning to get to, but in this case as well, I knew it was a series and I heard that it had a pretty crazy cliffhanger, which most series do, so not a big deal. But the sex one, the second one is coming out really soon, so this would be a really good choice, I guess. I've heard that Claire Legrand is like amazing and everyone has loved like all of her books she's written. And so that's really exciting to me as well. I don't know if you guys need a synopsis for this, but I believe this is about two women at like two different time periods. And one of them is a fire queen and one of them is a light queen. Is it like fire and light? But it's called the Imperium Trilogy. I'm sure most of you have heard about it, but it is on my list as a possible one for this month. So that's your heart's desire. Let's make it so. Next, I have Never Never by Brianna R. Shrum. This one is kind of a twist where like Peter Pan isn't as cool as everyone thinks he is. And so Hook's, who his name was James Hook, he was brought there as a child and then he was never allowed to go home. And so he kind of turns against Peter, and that's why he's like the Captain Hook we know today. And so I'd heard really good things about this. I believe this is a standalone too, so that's kind of exciting. Maybe it's not. I could be wrong. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But super cool. Again, super great cover. That one would be cool too. And then finally, and this is one that I've kept holding on to. I've almost unhauled it, but again, the cover is so beautiful. This is called Song of Blood and Stone, the first in the Earth Singer Chronicles by L. Penelope. And since you probably haven't heard about this one, I'll read the synopsis of this one as well. Orphaned and alone, Jasminda lives in a land where cold whispers of invasion and war linger on the wind. Jasminda herself is an outcast in her homeland of Elsira, where her gift of earth song is feared. When ruthless soldiers seek refuge in her isolated cabin, they bring with them a captive, an injured spy who threatens to steal her heart. Jack's mission behind enemy lines prove that the mantle between Elisara and Lagrimar is about to fall, nearly cost him his life, but he is saved by the healing song of a mysterious young woman. Now he must do whatever it takes to save Elsira and its people from the true father, and he needs Jasminda's earth song to do it. They escape their vicious captors and together embark on a perilous journey to save Elsira and uncover the secrets of the queen who sleeps. So I bought this one for the cover, and also like, isn't that beautiful? It's like this beautiful magenta, and it says, "In the beginning there was silence." And I have like wanted to read this, but I just haven't been inspired enough to do it. So this could be it. So anyway, choose wisely. Here are your 5 options to vote for. And this will be for my May TBR. So I'm going to put this up, and I usually give it about 4 days. I'll put in the description below for sure how many days you have for your vote to count. Excuse me, sorry. Before I make my May TBR. So thank you so much. I really enjoyed this last month. You guys were really responsive to that video, more than I ever thought. Like, I thought like no one would vote on it. So I really appreciate the participation. And yeah, I can't wait. And look out for my hungry wrap up soon. I'm over halfway done with it, and it's an interesting story. So I'm glad about it. But anyway, I make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you can watch some more right now. Thank you. Bye.